Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the Jamie Hughes News. My name as always is Jamie Hughes and today I have some news regarding the future of Star Wars spin-off movies. As after the lackluster box office results of Solo, a Star Wars story, it seems that Lucasfilm are now pumping the brakes on any future spin-off movies for the time being. Now this obviously affects that long rumoured Obi-Wan Kenobi spin-off movie which actually had director Stephen Daldry attacked, and also that recently announced but not really announced Boba Fett movie which also has director James Mangold attached as well. Now to be fair to Lucasfilm's credit, they never officially announced either of those movies, but they were in the pipeline, so those are being halted at this moment in time. But the two interesting ones are the two new trilogies that seem to be in production and moving along nicely, how it's going to affect those, and that is obviously Rian Johnson's trilogy, which is going to take place outside of the Skywalker universe, and also David Benioff and D.B. Weiss, the show creators and showrunners of Game of Thrones, also have their own trilogy that they are working on. Now there's been no news on either of those yet. They are still in development at this moment in time, but it'll be interesting to see further down the line whether maybe one or both of those projects are delayed or completely scrapped altogether. And it is interesting that they are delaying these movies, if it is the case that they're delaying them because of the box office failure, if you want to put it that way, of Solo, a Star Wars story. It's only their second anthology movie. They had, obviously, I think there's 9 rumoured to be in development, so the fact that they are just stopping it after 2 does seem a bit odd. Maybe there are other forces at play, but Collider are putting it down to the fact that Solo didn't make a lot of money at the box office and was in fact Star Wars' first loss at the box office ever. So, you know, it has pretty strong implications. It'd be interesting to see where this story develops and where Star Wars and Lucasfilm go now moving forward. Do they scrap all of those spin-offs of beloved characters and now work on fresh new content, such as what David Benioff and D.B. Weiss and Rian Johnson seem to be doing? Or are they just gonna, you know, give it a little bit of a break, let the buzz die down? It looks like they are solely going to be focusing on episode 9 for the time being, and we all know that I think they need to get that right for the fans because of the massive backlash that came with Star Wars The Last Jedi. So it's a really kind of nervous and interesting time to be a Star Wars fan at this moment in time. It's going to be interesting to see how this story does develop and what eventually comes of it, whether we get these spin-offs or not. Personally, I'd really like to see the Obi-Wan spin-off and the Boba Fett spin-off, to be fair. I think they are the two strongest anthology movies that they have, but it's also going to be cool to see what Benioff and Weiss and Rian Johnson, if they are creating original trilogies, what they can do. And I think that maybe that is where you put your eggs, is in those baskets, and let them try and carry this new expansion of the galaxy far away, and let them create some new and interesting characters. But I'd love to know your thoughts on this, guys. What do you think about Star Wars and Lucasfilm delaying all of their future spin-offs for the time being? Let me know as always down in those comments below. And if you did enjoy this video and you want to keep up to date with all the latest movie news and reviews, then make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the very next episode of the Jamie Hughes News. Ta-ra!